Geeksphere. We were lucky enough today to be invited to the Forza 5 media preview release day. Given the game is due for release with the new Xbox console 22nd of this month, you can guess the demo presented was near enough release code. The event today was held at the stunning Giltrap Audi car showroom, which have some of the most desirable automobiles around. It was pure gearhead heaven. I'm going to break down my review into the following categories, of which I believe are the most important when it comes to car games. Firstly, we'll discuss the game modes and technology. Then I'll break it down further into graphics, car handling, and physics, and sounds. So let's get stuck in, guys. Game modes and tech. So Forza 5 carries on in the same vein as previous Forza incarnations, in that you have the same career mode, hot laps, and multiplayer modes. Unfortunately, today wasn't the complete demo of the product, but I was led to believe it's pretty close to release. What we saw today was pretty much the first 5 races of Forza career mode. Now today, during this career mode, we picked our first car and drove through the first 4 rounds, which took us to some of the idyllic locations. You can remember the Alpine course from Forza 4. That looks stunning. It took us around some new tracks that I haven't seen yet. It took us around the classic Top Gear track with a bit of a spin, and also the most stunning new track is the Bathurst circuit from Australia. The menu presentation is really nice. It's designed using tiles a la Windows 8 and Xbox dashboards. It comes across really nicely. It's easy to read, very intuitive. Thankfully, loading times have greatly improved over the earlier demos, and the menus are quite simple and intuitive. A welcome return of the dulcet tones of Jeremy Clarkson narrating over some excellent inspirational and motivational car videos. I don't know what it is about Jeremy's voice, but he does an excellent job as always. He narrates individual car videos and fillers during the game, so you won't miss him. Diving straight into my first race, I could tell you the AI had been majorly overhauled. It was the first thing I noticed. No longer would they brake for no reason or go ridiculously slowly through corners or pull in front of me for no apparent reason, which is just one of the killers of AI. These actually appeared like I was actually racing other people online, and that's when it hit me. This is the new AI system they've been talking about. Everyone's driving stats, or their driver task stats, are collected via you racing. I think it's up to 5 races. They collect your stats of how you race, how you overtake, all that type of thing, and it's sent to the Turn 10 service to collect. Now they use this as the AI intelligence, essentially making it like I'm actually driving against other online players. It's genius when you think about it. Turn 10 are effectively doing away with AI to get all together. So instead of somebody having to try and think about what somebody's going to do and when, they actually use other people's driving. It's a great idea and probably the single most innovative addition to sim racing car games in a long time. This uses the data. The use of this data and other data alike could be the start of something new. Watch this space, I certainly am. Now the graphics in Forza 5 can be summed up in one word: stunning. During the career mode, I played an existing Forza 4 track, the Alpine track, if you remember the Swiss Alpine track, and this is just another level of detail from previously. The latest addition to the Forza 5 tracks is the amazing Bathurst circuit, which again blew me away. It really looked like I was tearing up Mount Straight. They've got the hills and the bumps just perfect. I could see for miles around the circuit when you looked around. You can read all the text on the interior dashboards. There's windows reflections on the inside of the windscreen, and the car models are as amazing as ever. A standout today was the damage model. I'd argue this is one of the best damage models I've seen. Paint scrapes, dents, where you actually hit. I slid wide around a corner and hit a wall slightly, and it broke my driver's side window, which looked amazing. They've really improved the replays, and while not quite Gran Turismo replay level, and I'm talking about camera placement, not graphic quality, the replays are definitely better than they were. Now, car handling and physics. Now, in my mind, physics are the heart of any good racing simulator. And while this is open to interpretation, there's no denying a good out-of-the-box physics engine wins over racing fans. Forza doesn't disappoint here, and while I'm still not 100% convinced on the physics, I came away wanting to play more. The physics appear to be another notch of complexity, obviously utilising the newfound power of the Xbox One. They're more akin to a PC simulator. Now that would obviously make sense given the new power. I turned off all the assists and found the same steep learning curve to drive loose, or fast as I'd like to put it, as I have in things like iRacing. I certainly found that when I tried drifting or power sliding, I often found myself overcorrecting and ending up in a tank slapper and spinning out of control uncontrollably, which was quite hilarious and yet at the same time quite frustrating. This could be me needing more time in the seat, or could be the physics are aimed at more wheel use, which is how I rate most serious PC simulators. You simply can't jump on a PC simulator, which is a true simulator, and use a paddle or a controller. Sorry. Unfortunately, the two wheels we've seen to date available for Xbox One at release, the Thrustmaster and the Mad Cats, aren't available yet, and existing wheels aren't supported on the Xbox One, so we simply didn't get to test the theory. I'm betting physics are a really steep learning curve that will only make them more rewarding once you master them or you have a wheel. Finally, the sounds. If there's one thing that a lot of people overlook when with the Forza series, it's the fact that the sounds are simply amazing. Every car sounds just the way it should, including throaty VTECs, grumbly V8s, and screaming Skylines. There are very few racing simulators that can match the sounds of Forza. While playing with headphones on today, I could hear cars around me and I could tell you what type of car they were just purely by the sound. Tyre squeal isn't excessive and overbearing, and wind noise, etc. only add to the already ambient environment. Crashes and bumps sound great also. Top marks, as always, for the Turn 10 crew. So to close out the Geeksphere Forza 5 preview, I conclude this way. Forza 5 is a worthy successor of the series. The physics are challenging for those brave enough to tackle them unassisted. The graphics and sounds are simply stunning, as always. We're yet to see the entire game, so we can only speculate on multiplayer and the rest of the career mode. Would I buy Forza 5? Absolutely. In fact, I've already had it ordered, since you could order it, for day one release with my Xbox One console. And in summary, I won't be cancelling my order. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Craig from Geeksphere. Stay tuned for more game reviews.